So seductive. I take you to the candy shop.
Alright, can we stop this? What's with your face, Mislav?
It's just such a weird... I should know what to expect for the intro song, but it's still surprising.
We were stuck on...
It always gets me every time.
It always gets me every time.
That's very interesting because that is what Ali's theory was about 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Which is, has anyone thought about that guy in the last 6 months?
Oh,
Even his most diehard fan, which I'm guessing is a mechanic in their 3rd year of apprenticeship.
When was the last time you actually listened to a full 50 Cent song?
well, okay. I would one up Jordan's statement by saying the last time I thought of 50 Cent was probably 6 years.
There you go. It's
And
the
the last
perfect
time-
song then.
And the last time I listened to him, oh man, do you mean like a full song, or it's like even just like a passing moment?
Yeah, man. Like, at least
A
give
full
that guy
song?
a full song.
Oh, dude, like 2001.
How good is that? That's the year that I wanted. I was actually telling Jordan before we started that, man,
Yeah.
I want to listen, like, I want to play a song that's from, like, 2001, and it was famous then, but now it's a joke. So, like, just to remind everyone how shit you were.
It's actually perfect. It's funny because I remember when that, I don't know if it was that song actually. No, it's the one about, what's the one where it's like partying? I like partying or something. It's your birthday.
I
It's your
believe that's
birthday.
every song he's ever
It's-
made.
It's your birthday. Isn't that song? It's
Yeah.
your birthday. I remember.
Go
that.
shouty.
Yeah.
It's your
And
birthday.
Eminem's in the video clip being like, "I'm a doctor."
Oh,
You know?
man, that
True,
reminds me.
because
Yeah.
he produced it or somewhat.
Yeah,
but the
him
only
and
reason
Dre.
why everybody remembers that is because at that stage, even you, Ali, who lived in Pakistan, we all owned Ben Sherman shirts. Surely.
Which is a
That was,
predominantly
and you thought that was
Aussie
a
brand,
way
I
to
think.
get maybe a handy in year 7 for sure. It was the fact that you owned a mildly good shirt, which really is just the slightly adult version of Oshkosh Bagosh.
Shut up.
It's just clean.
No,
There's nothing cool about it.
That's where I get my clothes, so I'd recommend you be quiet now.
I was.
You still get it from Ben Sherman.
Well,
Ben Sherman's mad. I'm only wearing that now. I was all about like World Industries.
Do you own any shirts, Mislav, that aren't merchandise?
yeah, that's Altos. Omega.
What is Altos? Is that a brand of sacks?
Is there some on the? Is there anything on the back?
Yeah. Is there anything?
He's very proud of it. The
It
Prince
says-
waving it's your classic 90s shirt that's spooking merch. Very small logo on the front. God knows why. The back. That's where the action is.
Yeah, there you go.
This is-
Does it say anything on my back? It says exactly what it says on the front at the back as well. They weren't very creative.
Just checking. This is a brand. Olmeca. What's it say? Altos. Yeah, Agave. It's a tequila brand. This is like a particular. It's like 100% Olmeca. It's like some mad tequila brand.
But what's the 100% about? Is
So-
that alcohol, or is it
yeah.
just saying this is 100% this brand?
Yeah, it's 100. Well, it can't be 100% alcohol because I think you die.
No.
Surely.
It's 100% agave. So tequila's made from the agave fruit, which is similar to the cactus, and it's it has to be from Mexico. And the higher percentage the agave, the better quality it is. So if it's 100% agave, it's like legit.
No, I think what it means is someone coming from the industry. It just means that whatever.
Actually, yeah, you would know probably.
Yeah, so like agave, he's right. It's a form of a cactus. But what often tequila brands do is they mix some of
mix.
agave and then they mix some of other plants as well that are cheaper, but they mimic the same sort of flavors.
And that ain't real tequila.
And that, well, it is real tequila. So they're just saying it's 100% of agave that they've used.
And to answer your question, yes, I don't have any shirts that aren't brands. I just feel safer with stuff written on a shirt. It's weird. I don't know. I feel like I need to be. I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm going.
Much like the Celts of ancient Europe, the thought that tattoos would somehow protect them from arrows injecting into their skin. Armor, suckers, that just weighs you down.
I can feel
See,
that.
the problem
I
is that
feel
you don't have God on your side.
If I was a people back then, I'd be a Celt. That's bowler. I like
Do you
that.
really think their life is? Every
Well,
time I think
I
about a
don't know.
Celt's life, I'm always thinking, I'd probably rather be a horse to a rich nobleman in ancient Rome than I would be a Celt.
Well, actually, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like straining away working, and I'm like looking at my dog, and I'm like, damn, that ain't a bad life. You know, dogs' lives. They just get
dog's life.
Yeah, they just get.
That was a bad expression.
A dog's
It's supposed to
life.
be negative.
Well, it shouldn't be because they just get fed. They get to hang out. They just get to screw whatever they want, and they basically lounge around 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and people
But
love them.
your dog does have its tubes tied, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it doesn't get to bag anything.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've lied about that. Well, in theory, if they're not neutered, then they can get banged. But fine, you know, cut my nuts off, and I'll still wander around the garden.
I cannot. And that makes so much sense to me. I've just another piece of the Mislav puzzle has just been added. The fact that you would trade your nuts for never having to work again.
That is insane.
I push it to you. I implore you. Any man would do it.
It tells you how society has changed. Because back in the day, guys would normally say that get rid of every part of my body except for a working dick and testicles. And now we've come to a point where like, yeah, that's the first one that you can get rid of.
Dude.
Eunuch sounded great.
Yeah, I was
Hanging
gonna
around
say.
with babes all day, you can still get a boner. You just can't do anything.
I'll just
with
be
it.
that fat guy from Game of Thrones walking around Lithgow. I'll just walk around Lithgow in a bathrobe and go up to them and be like, "Did you hear that Terry has raised his flooring from last week? He's extending his garage." And like, what? But Terry told me that he wasn't going to be doing that. I was like, no,
I
it seems.
have birds all around this town.
that,
Yeah, just Indian miners. So you are crazy. You are just making up rumors as you go, and
Just-
you legitimately think the birds are talking to you. You don't understand that it's a metaphor.
Just psst, $4.99 for a chicken deal down at the shop. You didn't hear it from me.
Just reading specials.
But have to walk in a really queer way, like this, like very hands. What, I don't know how you describe this.
It's the look that he always has. That I can't believe that you can't describe this so easy. It's just somebody with a bathrobe on,
This?
holding their hands
Oh,
together,
holding
with a
their hands
pensive
together.
toe.
yeah,
That's it.
Kind of like how Mr. Burns is, but if
Yeah.
Smithers was Mr. Burns.
Yeah, or should I say, Miss?
Suppose you can. It's a free country. Let's move on to the first segment, which is a game that we've been wanting to play for weeks, and we've even described it on air what the rules are.
Oh, yeah.
And then continued on without playing it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Classic Friendlyjordies podcast style.
Organization.
Discussing having fun, but never really quite getting there.
It's a good.
Yeah, you're just
There's
listening
more
to three mothers organizing a camp trip.
Hey, that's real deal life right there.
It's more fun discussing it than actually doing it.
I don't think that's the case.
Well,
That's like saying it's fun to talk about going to Movie World as opposed to go.
have you been to Movie World? Like, the lines are huge.
Still
There
not
is
as
a lot of talking that happens at Movie World, because what else are you going to do
It's
with that
still
line?
more fun because you get to get on a ride eventually, as opposed
yes.
to sitting. Unless you take like peyote in your living room and think about it, I don't think it'd be as fun.
I don't know, man. I went to Movie World a couple of months ago, and I thought that it was... I don't
It's
know.
not that
maybe-
great. It's not that great.
Yeah, I think we're just older now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that, but I saw like I don't know, the rides were they were fast, but like
No, I agree. I went.
literally an hour's worth of wait to go really fast for like 2 seconds.
And vertical.
Yeah.
That's a lot of their... most of their rides is basically just... okay, so we're going to drop in 3, 2... Oh, you thought we were going to drop on 1, but we dropped on 2.
Hey, it works.
That's-
It's a winning formula.
Every time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, more or less. Because
I've been on that ride 5 times. I've never gone to 1 once. Gets me every time.
I went. I went with the mishies, like I don't know, semi recently, and it was the first time in my life because my parents were the kind of parents that took me to Queensland. We had cousins there, and you know their harsh Eastern European communist upbringing taught them that frivolous fun is a waste of time. So we were driving past Movie World and Wet n Wild and Warner, all of the fucking Dream World, and I was just it's like etched in my mind this like image. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Just my face on the window, just being like. It was literally like that thing. That's
why
it's
did-
like, can we go to? They said 10 signs of the like Pippi's burger shop. Like, can we go to Pippi's? He's like, no. Vroom, it's like 50 more miles to the next one.
So
It was-
what did you do with them?
What, in Queensland?
Yeah.
I went to my cousin's house, and because they were like vegetarian, we ate what are they called? Lentil burgers.
I don't
You
think they were
travelled
quite Eastern European.
12 hours for that.
Well, obviously.
Lentil burger. You could have had that in
The
Newtown for
funnest
free.
lot in Australia. That is the funnest lot there is. There's nothing better than that. Uluru. Guys, spoiler alert. It's just a big rock.
There's two things.
Who goes to the Queensland to eat vegetarian
There's
food?
two things.
That's ridiculous.
I know it is.
Yeah,
There's
they
two
grow
things.
a lot of pineapples there, but that's just so they can put it on ham.
Hey, nothing wrong with that combo. There's two things I continuously remind my parents of to this day, in terms of their failings.
The molestation and
Well,
vegetarian food.
it's
Fresh memories
it's
with
pr-
Mislav and
it's pretty close to molestation. It's my name.
Jesus.
It's my name.
How is that close to molestation?
Well, it's a pretty shit name, and it's annoying to having to describe.
So that's better. That's worse than getting your ass raped by a random 50-year-old man.
It's a linguistic rape. So yeah. And the second
You can
one.
tell that he's legitimately upset. If we could just zoom in on his face at this
Yes.
moment. Oh my god, you definitely need that song. I can't remember who sang it, but what happened to the story?
POD, I feel like.
Hopefully. God can only hope.
So-
The Christian Lincoln Park.
So my name and the fact that they drove me past Wet n Wild and Movie World and said no. So anyway, I went there with my girlfriend, and eventually, which was last year, and I was like crying. I'm like, I made it, and it was pretty average.
Well, movie world. You know what's still worth it? Wet and Wild. That shit is still worth it. You go there and you're happy.
Have you been?
Yeah, recently.
Oh, in Queensland, or not the crappy one?
No. I haven't. I still haven't gone to the actual one.
Yeah, the actual one.
Yep.
Wow.
It's mad. It's awesome. Movie World was shit because they make you watch a movie as well where they're like trying to perform stunts. Actually, one of them just
seen that.
died. Like the guy that used to tilt his car.
No way! I saw that
How
show.
much would you want to watch that?
I saw that show. Did you watch it? And they're pretending it's a movie.
Yeah, I've seen it like fucking 3 times now. It's not like it doesn't make me happy anymore.
This is a G-rated snuff film.
I loved it.
No, but
yeah, it is a G-rated snuff film.
but that guy's dead, though. That
he
guy's
died
dead. He's
whilst
dead.
he was doing it.
Well, I don't think it happened in Queensland because I think they're like the only ones that can do that sort of shit in the southern hemisphere. So I think they
So
went
sometimes
somewhere.
they go to Johannesburg.
Yeah, that's right. Johannesburg.
Totally, it's so Johannesburg. It's so Johannesburg. The sketchiest place in the world.
And they have to travel in one of those, those really pimped up post-apocalyptic buses that always have a bunch of razor wires and bulldozer chains on the front of them.
Mad Max cars.
Yes.
So
This is part of the course. Yes, he did die, but they also did mow down 50 native Johannesburgians while getting to the place. And a lot of them were kids.
Oh my god.
As if that's something new.
Where did he die?
I don't know, but I just know that he
In a
was
car
trying
stop?
to. Yeah, he was doing what he does.
Man, that's
And he's
really
dead.
sad.
He's like this. He's like the crocodile. Steve fucking Irvin. That's right. Sorry. Steve Irvin. Yeah, he's the Steve Irvin
of
of.
very specific movie stunts.
Yes, that's right. That's what I was gonna say. He's Steve Irvin of like flipping your car over.
He's about car.
So he essentially died doing what he loved.
He's about car conservation. Cars left, right, and center. Their motors are being depleted, not taken care
Because
of.
people are using E10 fuel because it's a couple of cents cheaper. Well, let me tell you, in the long run, it's definitely worth getting the ultimate.
We need more cars on the roads.
What was the segment? We've told them the rules again and not done
Oh,
it.
yeah. We're on. Hey,
Let's get on to this. This is just a very quick expression game where I'm going to give you the beginning of a proverb. So say, the grass is always greener.
Oh, this
And
is.
you have to finish that sentence with not on the other side.
There's something else.
Yeah.
Let's start. Mislav, you go first.
Yeah.
A friend in need.
Is a friend with weed. Bam, 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 bam.
Didn't know what song you were singing. I was trying to riff along with it, but that doesn't matter. The point is that it was a good moment for a Victoria song. What a shame that our mixer is broken. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for your studio FBI.
Thanks again.
But nonetheless, still a very celebratory moment.
I think that works pretty well. I'm proud of myself.
A friend indeed's a friend in weed. God, I wish we could start getting that printed up as posters that we can sell.
Hey, man, that's totally doable. It's 2017.
Yeah, you're right. Xerox machines have been around for 150 years.
Yeah, I think it was also doable in 2000 and 1990s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And 80s. I'm pretty sure right up until 60s it was possible.
We should make that happen. I think that's a pretty cool, a pretty good, slogan. Damn.
I don't think it is, but I can imagine if I was 17, I
Thank
would have
you.
thought that is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. But, we're pretty much 17-year-olds inside. That's
It's true. You,
friend
if
in
anybody
need-
is like you know, clown entertainers for 5-year-olds. You are that version, but for 18-year-old boys, I reckon.
So basically, I love DMX. I love watching.
You do, right?
Yeah.
You think junkyard dogs are cool?
I love watching Jet Li movies.
Well, everyone does that.
Love Pop-Tarts. Love burritos. Yeah, you're right.
All the way down the line.
Holy shit. I
I
love
think
Limp
Corolla's a
Bizkit.
great brand of car.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that what 18-year-olds are into?
They're not into
Yeah.
it. It's just that's all they can get.
Dude, yeah, no, I bet, but they're like into
Oh yeah, but if you had
Mitsubishi
a choice,
Evos.
You know what though? Just I'd be interested to know what 18-year-olds are into now, because do you think it's the same? Do you think that is actually what they're into now?
I was watching Pokemon for my first night in Lithgow, by the way.
Round of applause, please.
For me,
Yes.
thank you very much. I
And
do
let's
deserve
go.
that.
Out of the big city, out of this heck hole, where the studio
And
doesn't even give you a
straight
computer
into
that
my
works.
car for the night. I was too scared to sleep in the house.
Jesus fuck.
Jordan, no.
I
No.
just realised
You're lying to me. Are you serious?
I wish I was with you.
Holy shit, man.
I think that should be a segment in its own.
That just brings up so many questions. Are you more damaged than I originally thought?
I think I might be.
Jesus.
2 words. Ghost phobia.
I shouldn't-
swear that's my problem.
I should never.
That's my version of spiders.
I blame your mum.
No.
Why?
I should never.
Because I think she's told you way too many interesting ghost stories in your life, and now it's just like it's messed with your wiring.
No, I should never.
Yeah,
have-
and that's actually what was happening as well. She was talking to me for 3 hours because I just reverted into being a 10-year-old. I mean, I'm on a 5-acre block by myself in the middle of the wilderness in a house that used to be for school teachers, opposite a school that is built in the 1830s.
Any hope for our generation providing a well-rounded, responsible, masculine figure just fell asleep in that car with you, man. I thought we were getting somewhere. And it's like, I'm reading these books about masculinity and the need for Western chauvinism, and then Jordan sleeps in his car, even though he's paid for a house 10 meters away. Oh. So annoying.
So many good
frustrating.
things about that. The fact that I'm currently at tickets still on sale now for Canberra, Adelaide, and Hobart. I'm travelling the country doing a stand-up show that is purely about self-help. And I've moved to Lithgow, which, let's be perfectly honest about this. The heyday of that was
Coal
when
mines. It was coal mines.
exactly, but
Yeah.
in the time when Clyde's. I don't even know what they are because it's so old, but those extremely heavy-set horses that always have eye patches on their eyes not to freak them out when they're in the cave.
Yes.
That would have been their heyday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've moved there, and I'm doing a show about success in life.
Jesus.
I can't even enter the door because I'm too scared.
Yeah, oh God, I hope all of your fans listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. You know that if you told me that before this, I would just slap the shit out of you, hey?
No, I didn't, but I'm really glad that God never closes the door without opening a window, right?
Just avoided an ass whooping.
Yeah,
You could have
that's
stayed.
what I love about being in the public's eye.
You could have stayed at my. Oh, it doesn't matter. Did you enter the house? Imagine if Jordan stayed in Lithgow for 4 months and slept in the car every night and didn't tell anyone because he was too scared. It's a probability. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility for sure.
You always see extremely neat shirts and pants on the passenger side of the car.
Like,
And I'm always saying, oh, I'm emceeing a wedding tonight.
yeah,
That's not the reason.
And there's always all your like toiletries set up in a perfect line. It's like, why is that in your car? And why is it in your boot? It's like all set up, and there's a little tinny.
Sometimes a gentleman needs to look his freshest. I've got all the lines.
Oh, so how was the sleep?
Now
In the car.
Yeah,
Horrible. What did you think?
I don't know. It's just like,
Okay, to give everybody an idea, Lithgow is at the bottom of the Blue Mountains.
yeah.
So you go to bed at night,
Can't
and
believe
there's
this.
mist around the mountains, and you think, that's beautiful. And it is, if you have central heating. If you're just sleeping out in essentially a tin can.
Oh my god.
I know what it feels like to be groundskeeper Willie when he lost his shack. He had to live in the...
You fool! That is insane.
Now I
you could have
understand.
died. You could have got pneumonia or hypothermia. Why did you stay at my
Yeah,
house?
I just had
Now
to
you're-
stretch out. I've ruined my favourite shirt, in fact.
No, was it just the one you were wearing?
Which is a
Into it
white
like a tortoise.
You
But
did not
your
do
favorite
that.
shirt is a white plain shirt. How is this? Which you can find anywhere.
I feel like I've contributed, to Jordan's abuse by even suggesting he move up there, because he's just,
And now I understand why he keeps convincing everyone to move in with him. He said like, "Oh, why don't you just move to Lithgow with me?"
because he's
I've
scared.
got what 4 rooms,
Because he's scared.
and I'm like trying to convince him.
Ghosts. I should never have told you my ghost story.
No, you certainly shouldn't have done that. You've been a very naughty boy, Mislav. But on top of that, I certainly shouldn't have watched the horror section on Virgin Planes to Perth. That was 4 hours I'm never going to get out of my head.
Jesus.
I honestly think that I have a serious issue with this now. I mean, if you can't enter a house by yourself, it is a phobia.
Yeah.
How scared is your girlfriend of ghosts and shit that doesn't exist?
Well, let me put it this way, Ali. For this year's New
I'm just so
Year's,
excited to hear this. Yeah.
we were in South Australia. We didn't realise how remote the cabin was. It was, I think, 2 hours away from the closest town, which was one of those pissant 150, got one gas station there, and the sign is always rusty.
I love it.
Those places. It's a nice
I
vibe,
love it. Yeah.
if you're not scared of ghosts, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, so we go up there. It's an old Ranger Park station.
Was this in Perth? I didn't listen to the beginning part.
South Australia,
I'm surprised you listened to any of it. But, so
going,
that is an
continue.
improvement.
Okay, keep going.
100% agave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 100% agave, 100% not listening.
100% douchebag.
No, that is such a good. If I ever run for Parliament, that's going to be my slogan. 100%.
Yeah, 100% angry, 100% not gonna listen
It's so good.
To the fat cats in Canberra.
yes. So you're in Adelaide-ish. Yep.
Yeah, okay. In comparison to the rest of the geography of the planet, yes, I was close to that.
It's a big universe.
So, we were there. There was this old abandoned cabin. There's all these signs around the cabin that says, "Don't touch the walls. This house is infested with asbestos." Paid $200 for this.
I love this country.
I know.
I love it. I'm not joking. Like, that wasn't ironic. I love it. That's cold.
It's alright, man.
Yeah, you're very close to getting a Southern Cross tag.
Yeah, I am. I really
You
am.
should get it on your face.
That
Well,
would be...
That would.
Yeah.
What a statement.
Yeah,
That would
you
be-
Only the most hardcore neo-Nazis would ever get that. Straight on the floor.
Ali, that's a job killer. But, you know,
Well, you're a musician, anyways, and as if you're gonna get a real job.
let's not get into that conversation. But anyway, yeah, continue.
I can't remember what I was thinking, because now all I'm thinking about is
Asbestos.
you
A rusty
moving
cabin.
from surfy punk to just straight up white supremacy punk with a huge flag tatted on your head.
I have been watching,
Bra boys.
I've been watching, what's his name? Is it Richard Spencer? Is that what he's called? Do you know that guy?
No.
I've been watching his videos, but more just out of, like, curiosity. But I'm not a white supremacist, don't worry.
Okay, hang on. We will talk about this in a second. After we finish the game and I finish this story, then we'll link back to that.
Okay.
And you tell us more about his
Alright.
worldview, because that'd be great.
Okay.
And it links in
Finish
with
the game
political
first.
part. Sorry.
Yeah. No, finish the
yeah,
story
so-
first.
Oh yeah, finish the story
and then
first.
we got to
yeah.
finish
Yeah.
the game.
An
God.
hour in.
How many podcasts have we done at this point?
100. I counted. That's why last night I wrote 100.
God,
It
I feel like
doesn't
I'm
matter.
Fran Drescher
We are-
or my mum, and Mislav is that sassy, never addressed but clearly gay butler.
Yeah. We are.
What's his name?
I love it. Jeeves? I don't know.
Miles.
Oh, you're talking... Miss Babcock.
Okay, so
Oh, I love it so
I've
much.
got over the name. Alright,
Babcock.
so there was just an outdoor shower that was a decontamination shower, one of those heavy industrial showers and also had like a nuclear suit
Wow.
next to it. And it was extremely old. We were out in the middle of nowhere. We were about to go to bed on New Year's Eve. I go, Happy New Year, babe. And she goes, Happy New Year. And then I go, I'm scared. And she goes, me too. And we slept in the car.
Oh my god! Okay, you've got to.
Oh my god.
This is no good. This is no good. How is car a safer spot? Like
know.
you're exposed.
This is a reoccurring... Jordan has some deep-seated issues here.
Yeah, and
We
you-
I don't
need
know,
to
because every
address.
time you ever see a horror film, the ghost is always saying, Get out of my house!
It's true.
Oh,
but
They're
yeah.
never saying, like, and the driveway's mine as well.
Okay, that makes a little.
I get
slight
that.
sense.
I get that, but like, oh man, come on, as if you're like inept, like your need for sleep. Like you don't have a, if I'm lying down in bed and someone says there's a 40% chance you're gonna get, I don't know, your arm cut off. If I'm tired, I'll take it.
I wrote. Yeah.
I swear to
What is it
God.
with you trading body parts for just convenience?
That's the definition.
I have
Such
slept.
short-term thinking.
I have slept.
Hey, at least he's not sleeping in his car.
I have
He's
slept.
getting his arm chopped. Come on, Ali. You should be on my side. It's
No,
fine.
no.
He wants his arm off so he can have a nap.
He's not getting his arm cut off, but you are actually sleeping in the car.
I have slept in environments that have been unsafe, unhealthy, and I've been told I can't. There's been things like. I think there's been one of them, it's asbestos, one where it's like really bad air quality, and there was all kinds of things. Every time I was out in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he doesn't give a shit. You sleep naked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I know that firsthand from my first night in Lithgow, where he promised to get breakfast. It was 11 a.m. I walk into his house. His dog runs away.
My dog ran.
And I walk into the room, and then he goes, "Turn out the light." It was like a 40-watt light. It was the mildest light possible.
It's so true.
And this extremely idle vampire just says, "I'm naked," and I say, "Do you want me to leave the house?" He goes, "No, don't worry. You go, won't you? You go."
yeah,
won't
no.
you?"
The way I discovered this.
It's a verbatim. That's what happened, word for word.
Well, you did the same thing with me, but you didn't say
No.
it. But like, yeah, he was. There was a time when like you slept over at my house, and I had to wake you up in the morning because I had to go to work, and like I don't know, one of you guys was supposed to drive me. I go into the room, my little brother's room.
Yeah, it was your little brother's
Yes, and Miss Love is just flat naked. I was like, dude, get the fuck up. I need to get to
You
work.
are a sex offender, Mister.
Oh, I am. I'm on one of those lists. I'm going to be on an app soon. Oh, God, that's so frightening.
Okay. All right, let's finish this game.
Yeah, okay.
Ali, finish this phrase. Give credit where credit is.
Where you need to fill up your tank.
Jesus Christ.
You gave me one word substitute.
Was that like a Pakistani
You
philosophical?
find the closest thing that is just extremely juvenile. I was thinking it in my head the whole time. Give credit where credit is. Poo. Say poo.
He's gone the philosophical route.
Dude, that was okay. Self-admittedly, that was pathetic.
That was the biggest bomb. I thought I had a bomb last week.
what was
God
that? What was your
damn,
bomb
that
last
was
week?
atomic.
That was
Yes,
another-
it was.
I don't know.
Take
Ali
it.
gave me a sentence that I had to finish, and then I just rambled for like a paragraph with Ali's eyes looking at me going, no, that's all right. That's all right. Just finish that.
Damn, I didn't listen to the last week's pod because I didn't
Well,
have time to
essentially,
drive
the
down.
game was that you would need to say the worst thing possible in this particular scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jordan said that you're at like a hospital and everyone is like you're giving a sermon to patients who are dying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what I think I said, yeah, I'll introduce you to a book called God Delusion. And then I asked Jordan that you're giving a speech at a convocation ceremony at a university. And then Jordan's just like, he actually gives a pep talk or something.
Hey, he just did a full speech. This is what happens when you get too much into politics.
but
You
that
can't
was-
take a fictional situation and have fun with it. It's like, but the rhetoric has to be precise. Has to
but
actually
I-
do a
So,
speech.
as soon as you get into politics, this just becomes your life. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Just say that constantly.
Let
Just
me
hold on a
finish.
second. Let me finish this
Let
thought.
me finish. Yeah, it's so
All right,
insipid.
so, but I think that either way, my fucking finishing that sentence was way worse than what Jordan
feel like
did.
I can't even remember.
Last
it.
I feel like if your sentence was on a book and that someone told me that book was like really high level, intense Eastern Asian philosophy, I'd read it.
Dude, it
Like-
had nothing to do with philosophy.
Wait,
What
so
was
you
the
think it was
sentence?
one of the best sentences?
Okay,
you've uttered?
Wait, so you come on, so you do it.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
okay, you go. You can't say poo.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Give
can't.
credit where credit is.
Shoe.
There we go! Alright, and that deserves a patented high five and handshake.
Thank you.
I don't like this game.
It is literally
No, I like
for
it, but
kindergartners.
it's no,
I don't know
but
why.
dude,
I understand
okay.
why you don't
No,
like it.
like the thing is, you can't come up with just rhymes that like are stupid. You need to come up with something that makes sense, but in a dumb way. You can't be like give credit where credit is poo. You need to come
Yeah.
up with like give credit
so
when you
good.
need credit for your phone or some shit like that.
Alright, you can defend yourself to the cows come home, Ali. The point is that you bombed.
I don't like this game. All right, moving on. What's the next fucking segment?
Oh, I love it.
Alright, let's start off with most overrated actor and slash. Well, let's.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, first of all, let's go around in a circle and talk about who we think the most overrated actor is. I think, Ali, you've got some very strong opinions.
Yes, well, my
Yeah.
opinion is essentially because I always used to think that acting is an easy job that gets way more credit. Because like,
I agree.
yeah, someone tells you what to do,
kidding me?
someone tells you where to stand, someone tells you what to say, and then you just say it, and then like you're considered to be the driving force of the movie.
You're
It's like with-
essentially a mindless drone.
exactly. And Jerry Seinfeld
Wow.
said like he was making a speech at some award show.
I watched that. I watched it.
How cool was that?
I thought I heard that before because I
Yeah.
watched the whole speech. It's just like
Yeah,
you're
he
told
was-
what to do, you're told what to say.
You're told what to do.
When you say the line, you get a pat on the back, and then they bring you over to your caravan and they give you something like, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
true.
You just stand there. People tell you what to say, and you just have to say it. I have done both, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you, writing is way more difficult than acting.
That's actually a really good
First
impersonation.
impersonation I've
Can I
ever heard of
high-five
Ali.
that? That's
It was a
actually
Western impersonation. It done well.
really
Except
well.
what I've got to say
Really
is
well, yeah.
70% Jerry Seinfeld, 30% Farbs from high school.
Holy
An
shit, he's
extremely
right.
young,
He's totally right.
Mos Islak-esque Jerry Seinfeld.
He's totally right. That is actually does have that. That does have a
Yeah.
slight Farbs. Year 7, like
It's-
extremely high pitch. But that was really good. That was really good.
Dodgy kid that's always demanding to play football, always the first to be hurt.
The biggest,
Yes. Oh my god, it's so true. The
biggest-
Loves Tupac and is literally the whitest man alive. He's Norwegian. You can't go further north. You can't get more white than that.
It was so weird when I was in Norway, as a quick side note.
Yeah.
When you go to goat herders that have been in the fjords for 5,000 years and they go, my people have pastured this land for Isn't this what Native Americans say? It's so weird seeing a white guy just being like, just saying that about his lads, being like, you know, progress has changed the world forever. Shedding a tear
And it's
when
a
he sees
white
a piece
guy.
of garbage.
Hey, that's awesome that a white guy can be in that position. That's cool.
It's very interesting, but sorry, Ali, continue. Who's your most overrated actor?
well, I think clearly, whenever I watch a Seth Rogen movie, I'm always saying, dude, this guy can't act for shit.
That's not bad.
I've got nothing but contempt for Seth Rogen.
No, I like
Me
that.
too.
I like the guy. He's interesting, but that's what I.
How is he interesting?
He's
He's such a dude.
Yeah.
He's not
Yes.
a man. He's a
But that's
dude.
what I'm saying.
He's playing.
He's like he played.
I bet he
He's
sleeps
just
in his
got
car.
No,
No, he is. He's like playing. He's just flogging the dead horse of like, I like smoking weed. And it's like, yeah, man.
don't we all?
Don't we all? But like, is that all you have?
Yes,
Do one.
$10.99, please. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, that's true. I can relate to this. Man.
Do one serious movie like Adam Sandler and get back to your trash, or
No,
else.
please don't do serious movies because then he'll get props. This is what happened with Jonah Hill. Jonah
got a
Hill,
point, Mislav.
who
Yeah,
is
he does have a point.
yeah,
You do have a
I
point.
do. Like Jonah Hill is like one of those actors, very much like Seth Rogen, who seems like an interesting personality to hang around with, but can't act for shit. And now he's getting nominated for like Best Supporting Actor Oscar.
What?
Yeah, because
Oh, because
he's just-
Scorsese got him on in his
yeah,
movie.
because Scorsese likes hanging out with him. That's the reason.
Oh, that's insane. That is not a
huge
reason.
credit to Scorsese, though, isn't it? That you can win an Oscar if the guy just like likes the cut of your jizz.
Yeah.
He's like, he's fat and funny. What's wrong with this guy? Come on, bring
What-
him
but,
on.
what's so annoying about him as well is he's just Seth Rogen that's 10 years younger.
Exactly. And that's the thing, man. Acting is all about like networking. As long as you can like know, if you can become like
Same
Seth
as music.
Rogen,
Same as music.
yeah. Well, dude, okay, no, maybe music, like you need to be good as well. In acting, you can easily fake being good.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what acting essentially is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like but you're not even good. Like, man,
And it's in the director's interest to make you look good.
Exactly.
And the production
Exactly.
studio wants you to look good.
They will if they
so everyone's doing the heavy lifting for you.
literally, man.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I've
It's-
never thought about this before, but acting is the most overpaid dead weight there is. It's just a dead carcass, and then somebody just
absolutely.
moves this little puppet flap of his mouth.
Yes.
And, like, okay, even-
producers, writers, even the costume they literally sew fucking costumes. All
writing-
this stuff, like, people who design the sets, like.
every
The
dude,
grip guy has to go like this.
His
for people-
arms hurt at least.
yeah, the mic.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a joke.
And like, okay, if someone argues that
play it,
acting is not that easy, okay,
course,
I can sort of agree with that. But compared to like someone who's the writer, the guy who's making an imaginary world,
Totally.
and like essentially writing. So if you like a movie, you like the writer. Understand that.
Totally, man.
If you enjoy a movie, and there's a slight chance that the director was also good, but the writer is the guy that you need to be sucking dick of, not Brad Pitt, because
Yes.
he just mined whatever the fuck he was told to say.
Yeah, he looked nice and my opinion, overacted. Like, there's a fine line. It's like he thought this is what this is my idea of what this person would be like, and tried to do it.
Yeah.
It's like most people that have like some level of like social skills and sort of like understanding of human behavior can do that.
Yeah. The only thing that I can admire is someone if they bring like a personal flavor of their personality to the character. So someone like Samuel Jackson, for instance, not that he's doing anything special. Whatever he's doing is easy as well. But the way he delivers a line...
No, there's you know what the difference is, and you can always see it.
What?
There might be some craftsmanship to acting, but there's no craftsmanship to starring.
Exactly.
That's the
yeah.
difference.
Yep.
And I think that Samuel L. Jackson does have a theatrical presence.
Exactly, but that's what he is. Like, again,
That's
he's
true.
not working hard on it. But it's something that's different. Like, Seth Rogen has nothing.
I agree.
He's just... Some of the jokes that are written caters to a specific audience, and Seth Rogen just happens to be on the screen, so everyone thinks he's a great actor. And he got, like... I'm so glad that movie fucking tanked, that Steve Jobs movie that Seth Rogen starred in a serious role.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like that movie tanked, and that was his freaking way of coming into the mainstream of like, come on, count me in for the Oscar, boys.
I can't believe it tanked. That's so... I kind of feel bad for
Because
him.
it was just his time.
Why are you
He
feeling
was
bad
the
for
fat
him?
guy from Cool Runnings, but now
Exactly.
that is Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Superbad was funny. That's
Yeah,
it.
okay, he's a good writer. But
Yeah,
again, not
exactly.
an actor.
That's the crux. He's a good writer. And what is wrong with that? What's wrong
I
with
don't
being
even
a
know
good
if
writer?
he is a good writer. What does he do? He just goes, you know what a San Diego bow
Okay, no.
is? Essentially what his whole script is just looking up Urban Dictionary and describing
Okay, I'll tell you one of his writing jobs that you'll appreciate.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Sorry.
Yeah, he wrote the Ali G show.
What?
Well, not all of it, but quite a bit of it. Him,
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, and his writing partner.
Wow.
Okay, so
I'll pay
we've
that.
just completely discredited Ali's theory that Seth Rogen's overrated.
No, he's an O-rated
Good
actor.
writer. Good writer.
Overrated actor, though.
Sacha Baron Cohen is a good actor. Do you know what the fucking difference is here?
I get you.
All right. That's very accusatory.
I'm with you on that.
All right,
with you on
Mislav, who's your most overrated actor?
So mine is. It might be a little harsh because I'm pretty sure she's done 2 movies. I swear, I would be surprised
already.
I would be really surprised to hear if she's done more than. Let's probably 3, maybe. I don't know how many. So maybe it's a little bit harsh because she hasn't exactly done a wide spectrum. But I don't even know her actual name. The girl from Juno.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
And how she disappeared into
Okay.
the South American wilderness to make mud huts for a while.
Did she?
Isn't she
Yes,
like-
I think so, because I remember watching it on one of those movies that was, have you ever tried DMT before? And she was like, no, but I hang around people that take DMT because I'm in the South American wilderness. And I'm like, cool, man, good enough.
Gold.
I thought she was like all political and doing something about the Dakota pipeline.
No, what
Yeah,
she.
that sounds about her. Right?
What she. Well, this is another thing that kind of pissed me off about her. I didn't know what she was doing either, and I saw her on a. So SBS has become Vice now for some reason. The whole fucking channel is Vice. Like they've taken over. I don't know. So I was watching that, and she was doing a documentary series, basically about her. She's gay, so her and her gay friend going around abusing Christians on Vice. That's basically what it is.
Well, that's pretty much Vice in a nutshell. Lesbians abusing Christians, the channel.
Well, that's what. That's pretty much what it was. So, and I'm not.
The flagship show.
So that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing now. I have no. I'm not. I'm not trying to combine her political, agenda or whatnot to her acting at all. Like I didn't. I would have said the same thing before I saw that. It's irrelevant. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
But
the fact that she looks like a ventriloquist dummy is so... A ventriloquist dummy that is one of those anthropomorphized cartoon animals of a chipmunk.
well,
And they call her Chippy.
I watched her on Juno again. Not all of it. I was just on surfing Netflix, and I was like, I remember that movie. And I watched I don't know if you guys ever do this, but when you can't be bothered to watch a full movie, you watch 20 minutes and then you stop watching it. But I did that. So
Never done that in my life.
Okay, well,
that's apparently a thing now. No, I don't do it
Alright,
either.
well,
but I
I-
know what you mean.
I do it sometimes. So I did that, and I got
Because you can pretty much predict where every movie is going at this point, can't you? It's either going to be an explosion, or it's going to be 2 awkward teenagers that don't have sex, but you know they're going to have sex soon.
yeah, exactly. So I watched some of it, and it was just. Last time I watched it was probably 6 years ago, and it was painfully bad. Like all of the social cultural commentary that they were dropping is totally irrelevant now. So like MySpace and this, that, and they're like she answers the phone, she's like, "Hey, Holmes Gillett," and I'm like,
Yes!
I'm like,
I love that phrases that they were trying to make
Cool then,
cool. No. It was somebody who's nerdy would try and say it to appear cool, and that would be the joke.
yeah,
That's what they're talking about in that scenario.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now nerdy people wouldn't even go there.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. but-
No one would answer the phone if they're a nerd and say,
Yeah.
"Sup, Holmes Gillett."
That's true. It's changed, and for whatever reason, but the movie's aged terribly. I saw her in what's that one with?
I love that idea. The movie's aged terribly.
What it has.
No, I'm not
But
disputing it.
the other movie that she's in.
I love how you're always keeping an eye on pop culture that was supposed to be Pulp Fiction. It was supposed to be just thrown out years before. And now you're
So
just looking
true.
at it now just being like, Stephen King's The Dome? Nobody
do.
has a flip cell phone anymore.
I
that
am like the corporate watchdog for shit 80s movies.
No. Don't give yourself credit here, Mislav. 80s films at this point could be classics. 2000s.
Early 2000s. Napoleon
That's
Dynamite. I don't even know what else.
yeah.
All those kind of stuff.
I can't believe you think that's the 80s. But but Juno and Napoleon Dynamite, I'm pretty sure when they came out were like quite highly rated.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite's still good. But Juno, but as I was saying, she's in another movie with what's it called? Inception. She's in Inception.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was in Inception. What the fuck happened to her? That's like a
It's a big role. It's a big role. So played the same role. Here, I'll do her now. I'll do her now in every single role she's ever done. I'll do her. Wait, I'm gonna get in character. It's basically like
Inside the actor's mind. With Mislav and Ali.
this is her in every movie. Yeah, sure. Some ironic statement. Her acting is her blank
Give that man the Oscar.
Her acting, thank you, is her blank face. She doesn't move her
'Cause she
fucking
does that
face.
bitch
Blank
face.
face. Her every role. Okay, her angry, her sad, her pissed off, her confused, her jealous. Every single face. It's like
Just for everybody at home, his face didn't change.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's just like
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
sorry.
Miss Love's face. That's what
Like-
it was around.
much like Hugh Grant when he's a villain versus when he's the nice guy. It's like, oh, hi there, I was just wondering, going down to the bridge. Oh, yeah. There's just
Yeah, but at least Hugh Grant's charming.
yeah, at least he's charming. She is a blank
We're talking
canvas.
about a butch woman
know
that
what?
goes around beating up Christians.
You know what? You know what?
Nuts
You know
about
what? She is literally a canvas because she's so pale. They could put a canvas on the thing and overdub
Yes.
it. You know? Like,
Just tattoo great works of art on her cheek.
I swear to God, like, if she just... And the annoying thing about it is if she showed some range, I can see her being good. It's not that I hate her. And I think she could do that. But for whatever reason, I reckon, whatever reason, she hasn't been given the opportunity or she hasn't done it. And in reality, I think she's just got her millions and she's just, I don't know, finger banging a girlfriend.
You know, as off-putting as that last image is, I guess.
She's not bad
off-colour.
looking, but...
Not in that regard. Just kind of like, what do we say after that? But the thing is that, I don't think that would be far from the truth.
All right, Jordan, what's your overrated actor?
Nicole Kidman.
Whoa!
I kind of agree with that, and I think she's more overrated in Australia than the rest of the world. But still,
Is she? I thought that it was
Well, she's-
Americans that are giving her all this oxygen.
no, because she's like Americans give her credit because she was going out or married to Tom Cruise when Tom Cruise was at its peak.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's still there.
No, Oblivion, dude. You need
Jack
to like.
Reacher.
This is
Four.
This is one thing that Jordan you need to understand. Tom Cruise is not where he was. He's kind of like O.J. Simpson. Like, yeah, sure, he got acquitted, but he's like he just lost popularity after Scientology.
That's true.
Oh, come on.
No, he has.
We can't equate Tom Cruise to OJ.
He's a criminal. He deserves to be killed.
No, not in the same way. But like,
Oblivion, man.
come on, you've got to like Tom Cruise is not the thing anymore. Like nobody gives a shit about that guy.
I give a
I
shit
do.
about him.
I know
do too.
you.
There
do.
we go. 2 against 1.
Well,
No,
what
but
is
the
this?
majority do not give
What was the
a
last
Hey,
good Tom Cruise?
Dude,
like, what was?
he legitimately deserves to wear that shirt that says "I'm big in Japan."
Yeah, but that doesn't really count.
But is he though?
America's
Is
the
he,
only...
is he still
they
big
love
in
him. They
Japan? Are we
absolutely
still
adore
talking
him.
about Top Gun?
But that doesn't matter, dude.
I'm still
America,
talking about Top Gun.
But America is where it's at. Like, who cares? Like, a lot of weird shit.
Who cares?
A lot of weird shit's big in Japan. Like, rockabilly's massive in Japan. It doesn't make... You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so...
Dude,
I don't know if that's really
cares?
significant.
Paul Schaefer is big in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Like, weird shit is big in Japan. Like, they like weird shit for some reason. Like,
I'm legitimately sad now.
yeah.
Well, I thought someone
This is
had
like
to break
telling a
it to
kid
you.
The tooth fairy isn't real.
Dude, we can still... he can live on in our hearts, you know?
Yeah,
No,
he-
you're not taking him out of their island.
Okay. Well,
No, I'm not.
My
Yeah,
pal,
yeah.
he's
No.
keeping this
I've
baby.
me
seen like
too.
2 Tom Cruise movies with you, and both of them were like, eh.
Which really?
Yeah,
Which
for
ones?
you.
Which...
But for me,
They're amazing.
I couldn't even get that out of my mouth. I was speechless.
Dude, I love him. He represents
He's an adrenaline junkie.
He's an adrenaline junkie, and he's like
Which
an
is
all-American hero, you know? But he's also sassy and like not like, you know,
Always
he's
riding
And he's
really
also a-
specialty vehicles.
and he also-
constantly like, I bet you he doesn't own a car. The closest thing he'd own to a car is a quad bike. Sure.
Dude, and he also thinks he's a fucking prophet.
Well, now it's okay. The whole thing with Tom Cruise is now he's gone
He's
downhill.
Tom Cruise. If anybody's a prophet, it's him.
Well, he's gone.
As if he doesn't have a more legitimate claim to it than that bum carpenter in Jerusalem.
Yeah,
How much more successful is Tom Cruise than Jesus? He truly is bigger than Jesus.
that is.
He
You know what?
used to
makes a
be
good
bigger
point.
than Jesus.
He makes it really. We should all just be worshiping.
He's
him.
not bigger
I'm
than
gonna be a
Jesus
Scientologist.
anymore.
I'm gonna join Scientology. I
we
would
were
join.
supposed to be.
I would join if he like. I don't know if I could like. I don't like the whole torture thing, but
Dude,
like.
Scientology is like on its last straw, and Tom Cruise is essentially keeping it together. It's like it's an outdated cult now. It's not even trending anymore. It's just got Tom Cruise.
How good is it? Here is your medal of world. What was it? Like he gets a medal from the guy, and it's like world achievement medal. It's just
and-
nothing.
and
It's just a medal.
Yeah.
He didn't get it for anything.
And every time Tom Cruise has doubts in Scientology, he's like given an additional title of like how he is supposed to be the chosen. Now like Tom Cruise is actually, he believes, and his church believes that he is supposed to save humanity. It's
Yeah.
not even a movie anymore. He literally thinks that he will save humanity.
It's an unfortunate.
I knew I liked that guy for some reason.
It's an unfortunate
If you
scenario.
don't like
but-
that guy, who do you like?
well,
If you don't like the savior of humanity, something's wrong with you, Ali.
well, the reality
Man,
is
I kind of like
no. I mean, irrelevant of that. The reality is like, even if you think it's cool, like he's a crackpot. So the world's like, why would we? Oh, it's kind of over for him. Even if he keeps busting out like decent action movies, which he has been. The last Mission Impossible was mad. So like he's still doing it, but like.
yeah, but was it
He's
Oscar
not,
man?
Jordan thinks he's like, I don't know who's a really big. He thinks he's
No, Jordan.
DiCaprio or maybe Jordan reckons he's like.
Don't put DiCaprio.
There you go. That's the point.
No, Jordan thinks he's like, you know, who's like who's the biggest guy in
What
Hollywood now?
DiCaprio is now? Tom Cruise used to be in the fucking
Who's someone bigger?
90s.
Who's someone bigger than DiCaprio? Like who's someone?
That's it.
He's the biggest right now.
Well, do you think
DiCaprio's where it
you
is, but I think that Tom Cruise is above him. He's the Godfather.
that's retarded, dude? Oh, it's so silly. That's
Well,
so silly.
we got to get out of here fairly quickly, so we got to end that. But I think that proves that probably Nicole Kidman is the most overrated actor because we said her
Can I have-
name maybe 3 times and then moved on to talk about Tom Cruise for 10 minutes.
I feel like with Nicole, I can't separate my. I like. I want to support her, and I'm like, go you. So it's hard to separate whether she's actually good or not. She's probably average, but I don't think she's that bad. I think you're being a little harsh.
She just reminds me of so many mums that are always on fad diets and are forcing their kids to be on fad diets.
She is that basically. Do you know she grew up like 2 streets away from me?
That's why you like her.
No, that's not why
Come
I like
on,
her.
admit it. That's why you like her.
Yeah, because not only was she on Neighbours, she was your neighbour. And that's how you became good friends.
No, I don't know. I think she's not that bad. I actually don't mind her. That's
There's
just me.
nothing about her. She's
She
such
is-
an effervescent wisp of nothing.
That's what
Everything
Juno-
just sounds like she's just whispering something cautiously into the microphone.
No,
Because
that-
you're an
Yes.
actor. Why are you not confident?
Maybe you're right,
Dude, I completely support Jordan on this one. Okay, so for example, Kate Blanchett is someone that you could possibly say that yes, she's Australian and
She's a
she's
good
very
actor.
popular, but you can say that she's a very good actress.
Yeah.
Nicole
But that is
Kidman
all you can say about
is like
Kate
a
Blanchett.
yeah.
I'm just going to have to use the C-bomb of this one. She's a total cunt.
I love it.
She truly is, though.
But not overrated.
At Gough Whitlam's memorial speech.
I know.
That's right.
pathetic. And
That's
It was,
right.
it was all about her, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, she
Wow.
made it
She,
the
she
whole.
mentioned Gough Whitlam twice, and basically to say, I grew up near where Gough Whit... She chucked a Mislav. She chucked a Mislav.
She just said he grew up near.
Alright, anyway, we got to get out of here. So before we do, let's just play this last game, 5 things in 10 seconds. It's a game that I ripped off Kyle and Jackie O at 6 a.m. in the morning while I was in that car in Lithgow, because I needed someone to keep me
Oh
company.
my
So I was
God.
listening to reruns of it at 5:30.
What the hell is your life? All right.
I don't even know anymore. So 5 things in 10 seconds.
How's it
So
work?
you got to name
Yeah.
5 things in a category that I give you, and then I'll just count it down. And if you can't, then I'll throw this pin at you.
5 things.
All right,
okay.
Ali. First off, You have to name 5 North American animals in 10 seconds. Go.
Cougar, alligators, deers, horses are native.
So close. 4 out of 5. Right in the heart.
But horses are native to North America. They're like
that's
finish.
4.
You were one
they
down.
independently developed in Central Asia later on.
I didn't know that. I thought that they actually were brought in by the Spanish, but there you go.
Really?
No, that's right. They became extinct.
They
in
became
North
extinct.
Korea.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
the Indians hunted them out, and then the Spanish came back in, and then they came back, and then
Wow.
the Indians went, yeah.
See, why are people anti-colonialism?
Well, then I get one more, right?
No, it was 5 things in 10
fine.
seconds.
All right,
It's a pretty straightforward game.
He's not liking the games today.
All right, move.
All right, Mislav,
Yep. So-
name me 5 movies that have come out in the last 10 years. Go.
Oh God! Drive, The Matrix. No, fuck, that's not. Jesus, fucking super bad. God, I'm bad at this. Big. Oh,
I got them both in the heart with my pen.
I am terrible
That's the wonders
at
of those
that
pens that
game.
come on with 4 things. You are really bad, but you know,
10
room for
movies.
improvement.
You could do that in 2 seconds.
Give it a go, Mislav.
Can you try? Can you try? I'm just
go.
curious to see. Go, okay,
Alright,
count. You say ready, set, go, and do 10 movies in yeah.
In the last
In the
10
last
years,
10
go.
years.
Hacksaw Ridge, Lion, La La Land, Moonlight, Wolf of Wall Street,
Okay.
Facebook movie, social network.
Still, you were super close, and I think I just realized that.
Yeah, the trick is you just think about what you saw at the previews of the movies last time.
No,
There's
I just
5
thought that
movies,
the Oscars probably have 8, and they were all last year, so I'll just try to remember those.
I
It's
just-
a better strategy.
I just realized I have actually become the late 40s country hick. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't even know what movies are out. I don't know shit about popular culture anymore.
That is the best thing about Lithgow, I've got to say.
No, but
as
you.
a final note.
It's funny how like he said in the last 10 years, and you get Matrix.
Yeah, The Matrix! I'm stuck in 2001. I think that The Matrix came out 10 years ago.
How long ago was Super
That is
Bad?
your era.
It is
We've
my
just figured
era.
it out. Your
Fuck.
era is from 2000 to 2005.
Wow.
That's what you're going to be for the rest of your life.
That's so scary.
Yeah, it's a terrible place to be stuck.
And I have a feeling
get
Super
me
good
out.
about it.
Get me out. Why?
Yeah, your whole life anthem, I think, would probably be that Ja Rule feature shanty song.
Oh
Like,
my
"Would you still
God.
want me?"
Guys, I don't know. We're gonna have to
Leave it
work
at
on
that.
me. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next week. Any tips to get Mislav out of this time warp would be widely appreciated, I'm guessing, from him, but we're not going to read it. See ya.